What is going on, everyone? My name is James Livingston, and today we are talking about FunderPro, the Forex prop firm. Now, I think this is going to be a super important video when it comes to finding the right prop firm that works for you as a trader and isn't just out to take your money and leave you with nothing. So without further ado, let's get on into FunderPro and what makes them so special and why I think that they are the most underrated prop firm out there. Now with FunderPro, there's this one singular thing that I think really sets them apart from every other firm, and that is that they are the only prop firm with real daily rewards. So what does that mean, right? So real daily rewards, meaning that you can take a payout daily, and get this, not just one time daily, but actually multiple times if you really want to or are able to. Now, their only rule in order to get to payout is you need to earn 1% on the account. So if it is a 50K account and you need to make 1% on 50K, 1% on 50K is $500. Once you hit that, you can take a withdrawal. Now, let's just say you get 3 trades in a day where it's 500 here, 600 there, 700 there. You can make a withdrawal 3 separate times, or you can withdraw it all at the end of the day depending on where you're at. That's the beauty of these guys and what they are offering to their funded traders. They're also offering up to 90% profit split with an add-on at checkout, $0 per lot in commissions. So most firms have a sort of fee or commission that they expect you to pay on every single lot or lot size that you take on in their trading. These guys have completely niched it. No more commissions, and you can focus more so on the things that matter, such as your risk management, on your stop losses, and your take profits. Gives the traders less to worry about when it comes to those additional fees and stuff coming out, and allows them to concentrate on the true thing that's important, which is trading. No trailing drawdown as well, so your drawdown is calculated based on your end of day balance. Certain accounts have a little bit of variation in this rule, but for the most part, your 10% drawdown that you have on most of these accounts is static and stays 10% less than the 50K, 100K, 150K, 200K, whatever account challenge size it is. Speaking of account sizes, let's move into the different accounts that you can choose here with FunderPro. So you can choose from anywhere from 5K all the way up to $200,000 in funding. And the really cool thing about this firm that I think is super underrated but could work out for a lot of people is you can actually scale your balance. So let's just say you did the 5K account, you ended up getting funded with it, yada yada. You made 10% month over month over month. So, for the next couple of months, they see that you're doing consistently good with this 5K. They might up your amount on your account since you're showing that consistency and scalability. Now, you could start from a 5K account and work your way all the way up to, I believe, $2 million in total funding with these guys. Double check that on the FAQs, but I'm pretty sure it's $2 million overall funding. So you don't have to go for these 100K, 150K, 200K accounts and spend, those large fees. You can start from a 5K account at just $80, and then with my discount code, link in the description, you can get an even better deal on that as well, maybe as low as into the high $60. Now, with this 5K account on a one-phase challenge, you would have to make 10% profit target. $150 is your daily loss limit, aka 3% of the account, and then 6% of the account would be your max overall drawdown on this 5K account, so 300 in this case. Now, with the phase 1 and challenges for any account size, you only have one phase. Then you do not have a second phase, you go straight into funded. Now, you do still have that 3% only daily loss limit and 6% only, but you do not have a cap on your profit target. Obviously, you just make money at that point. Now, the one phase challenge is the only one here that does do an automatic bi-weekly payment, but you can also get an add-on, I believe, at checkout to make it on demand. So there is that option there. Other things to look at here, you have a 1 to 50 challenge leverage for Forex, you have a 1 to 10 metals, 1 to 2 in crypto, and look at this guy's stocks leverage. Yes, you can trade stocks here on FunderPro. So you can trade stocks such as Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, any of the Magnificent Seven, and a couple of other ones through their platforms. So a huge bonus there. Most Forex firms, most firms in general, do not allow you to trade stocks, so it's a big, big plus. Hold over the weekend with an add-on on the one-phase accounts, and you can trade through news on the challenge phase, and then you are able to possibly trade through the news with an add-on at checkout. Now, on the regular challenge phase, guys, let's just use a 50K here for an example of how this works. So you will pay a one-time fee of $349 for the 50K challenge. Of course, using my discount code, so you can get a little bit off. The second phase is free. because you already made that initial payment. If you're going to have a 10% profit target on phase 1, 8% profit target on phase 2, and then you will have a 5% daily loss limit and a 10% total loss limit on these accounts. And that does translate through into the funded as well. With all these accounts, guys, whether it's a one phase, whether it's a regular, whether it's the swing trading account, you have unlimited days to trade with them and to pass the challenge. The only requirement they ask is that you don't let your account be inactive for more than 30 days without taking a single trade. Otherwise, it will be terminated. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And then, of course, the reward frequency, you're going to get daily payouts automatically with the two-phase regular and the two-phase swing accounts. You get 1 to 100 leverage on the regular challenge. The only bigger difference here is that you do not have the option to hold over the weekend. So you're going to have to take your trades during the week. You can hold overnight with these guys, which is nice. You can hold overnight, but you also can only trade news during the challenge phases. You cannot do that in the funded phase. So outside of those two negative things, I would say the regular two phase is probably what most people go for, as it is borderline, I believe, the cheapest and has less restrictions on the account once you get to the funded phase. You just have to go through a lengthy challenge. All right, same thing with the swing challenge, the 10% profit target phase 1, 8% in phase 2. You get the 5% daily drawdown across the challenges and the funded phase, and the overall 10% drawdown on the challenges and funded phase as well. On-demand payouts right there, and you have the lowest leverage on these swing accounts of 1 to 30. But the positive thing that you guys do have on these accounts is you can hold it over the weekend in challenge phases and funded phases. This is only available in the swing accounts. They are call swing accounts because you are able to swing them multiple days, multiple weeks if you would like. So if you are a larger time frame trader, maybe you trade on the 4-hour, the daily, the weekly to find your setups, swing account might be worthwhile checking into, looking for those larger R2R trades. But that's going to just about do it here, guys, for the different account sizes. Obviously, if you're looking into getting an account with these guys, click down below, click the link in the description, get yourself a nice little discount using my link, my code. And of course, I'd appreciate it. It would help the channel out greatly. And then down here, guys, we can see, some of the profit reward certificates coming through. We can see a bunch of people getting them all the time. These guys do pay out regularly. They are very active. And oh, look at that. They put me right there. That's a funny. But yeah, guys, these guys are legit. They do pay out, and do pay out very, very quickly. So that's one of the biggest things I want to highlight with them. But you can see, they have tons and tons of information here on their website. But James, what platform do I trade on with these guys? Where do I trade with? Don't worry, I've got that right here. Boom. So welcome to TradeLocker, guys. But this is fully TradingView integrated, guys. So you have charts that are powered by TradingView. So if you're familiar with that website and that platform, or Platform X, as I've went over before as well, then this one will be an absolute breeze for you. It is very TradingView-esque, and if you click over here on the side, I know where my face cam is kind of blocking, you can actually go through the different assets from the stocks all the way to the major Forex pairs to metals with gold, etc. So there's ample opportunity here when looking at what to trade here on TradeLocker. You also get this little box here that's a handy dandy little risk manager, if you will, so you can tell exactly how much you're risking when you put a stop loss on that you want to go down maybe over here, and a take profit that you might want all the way up here, for example. And if you're risking a 0.81 lot, that would be an $8,000 win to a $4,000 loss. So you can really map things out, and you can even execute there as well. It'll also tell you how much margin you're using up on the account, which is viewable at the very bottom here. So it's helpful tools like that to really give you guys an edge and allow you to find those trades that you really want to use and make sure that they're worth it at the end of the day. So lots of great features here on TradeLocker to look into. Now, FunderPro does have other platforms that you can trade with, such as CTrader, if you're familiar with that one, and then MT5 or MetaTrader 5 if you are from out of the States, because I don't believe it's available in America. American citizens will not be able to use MetaTrader 5, which is sad, but it is time to switch on over to the new kid in town, which I believe is TradeLocker, as it's a very user friendly. So without further ado, guys, that is going to be it for this video, going over FunderPro as a legitimate platform and prop firm to be paired and partnered with. I'd highly recommend them, guys. I've been using them for the last 2-3 years, and I can say that they deliver all the time. They're a little stricter, but honestly, this is the kind of firm you want to get in with and trade their capital. It is a mutual partnership, and they're constantly expanding on things. Let me know down in the comments if you guys do decide to get an account with these guys. I'd love to hear about it. Leave a like, as it does support the channel greatly, and of course subscribe if you are looking to see more educational trading content here in the near future. and I will see you in the next video. Peace.